Hi guys, my name is Kyle Taplin. I majored in sport and exercise science, double minored in nutrition and coaching at the University of Northern Colorado. I graduated in 2013.
What was your favorite part of college?
I would say my favorite part of college was going to a small high school. I got the chance to meet a lot of different people and to kind of, I guess, broaden my spectrum of people that I got to hang out with. I would say in middle school and high school I got a little cliquey in terms of the groups that I hung out with. I played sports, that's mainly what I did, so I definitely was in kind of the sport crew, so it was kind of nice in college to meet different types of people and just get to hang out with them.
Well, where did you go for high school?
I went to Day Spring Christian Academy, graduated in 2009.
How did you decide to attend UNC?
I applied to 3 or 4 different colleges, and I decided to stay at UNC. I felt like that was kind of my calling to stay in the Greeley area. It was also a cheaper option for me, but they have a really good exercise science program too there. So,
can you talk a little bit more about what exercise science is?
yeah, so sport and exercise science basically is the study of how the body moves. So we learn a lot of anatomy in terms of bones and muscles and how the body works. And then we also learn how the body moves and how it works together, so that you can go on and do something like training people to help them meet their fitness goals or help athletes and different stuff like that.
What would you say was the most challenging thing about college?
I would say the most challenging part of college was, it was a blessing and a curse, was the freedom that you had. You had a lot of time on your hands where you're not at school all day, and so you can either use that time wisely or you can use it in wrong ways, in terms of kind of what you're doing, whether you're keeping up with your homework. A lot of students end up not keeping up with their homework and falling behind and deciding to party instead, and so it's kind of trying to keep your mind set on what you want to do and make sure you don't fall behind earlier in college and then can't catch up later in college.
So you did sports and exercise science. Did you play sports or do any other activities in college?
Yeah, in college I didn't play competitive, but I did intramurals, which is just, it's competitive, but it's more of like a recreation league. So we played flag football and we played basketball and volleyball. They have a lot of different dodgeball, so it was a pretty fun way to still play sports but not have that real structured schedule of having to get up and lift and go to class and do homework and practice and all that stuff. So,
if there's anything you would change about your college experience, what would you do differently?
I would say to, again, just that freedom thing, make sure to use, I felt like I used my time fairly wisely, but it can be easy to get caught up in some of the stuff. As a guy, to not get caught up in chasing, girls or relationships and stuff like that, I felt like that really distracted me, to where just stuff that was just, looking back on it, was a complete waste of time, really.
Okay, and what advice do you have for middle school students who want to go to college someday?
Yeah, I would say it's a good time to start thinking about what you feel like your passion is. At my point in middle school, I would say I was thinking of different things of doing in college, which is fine, but start figuring out what you like, which could be sports like me, but at the time I didn't want to do exercise science, didn't really know what that was, but just figuring all that out and making sure that you're kind of preparing yourself going into the rest of middle school and then high school to work hard in school and maybe even take some of those harder classes that can help give you credits, in high school once you get there too, in college.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to share about college life?
Yeah, I would just say be willing to branch out. Don't get caught up in those cliquey groups. Where, you know, if you're music, doesn't mean you have to just hang out with music or art people. If you're sports, that doesn't mean you have to hang out with just athletic sports people. Try to branch out and meet new people, and it's kind of fun to just get to know new people, and sometimes you'll get to be really good friends with them. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.